Whether it's collecting fingerprints left at a crime scene, linking guns used in multiple shootings, or analyzing evidence to help determine innocence or guilt, the men and women of the MPD Crime Lab are dedicated to using the rigors of science to serve the people of Minneapolis.
Our crime lab has 7 sections to it. The biggest one would be our field operations section. So Car 21, as most people know it, they respond to crime scenes, process for fingerprints, collect evidence, document. They do all their own fingerprint work here back in the crime lab as well. We have a computer forensics section. They deal with computers and cell phones. Video forensics, so anything related with video. Firearms and tool marks. A photo lab, so we process our own photos here. And the forensic garage. Any of the vehicles involved in crimes that get sent out to the forensic garage, and we have a technician out there that processes them. And MAFIN section, which is our automated fingerprint identification network.
So what I'm doing here is I'm plotting out the different points, or minutia is what they're called, that the computer will then search against. I always like actually getting hit, you know, and actually catching somebody.
The thing they like about the job is finding evidence, finding clues, helping those investigators where they were stuck before. So going to a crime scene and developing a fingerprint, and we come back and we run it through the system, and we are able to give them a name of someone that they didn't have before. Those breaks in the cases, or even cases where they have eyewitnesses or whatnot, but we're able to help them solidify that case. I think that for most people, that's the fun part about this job. We're helping them solve these cases for the citizens of Minneapolis.
So in this example, you know, this is the known vehicle, this is the unknown vehicle. You're looking for things that are consistent or inconsistent.
They all have gone to school in some way, forensics, science, what have you, and then we put them through quite an extensive on-the-job training as well.
Typically, if we can help it, the person who collects will be the one who processes and packages as well. The least amount of changing hands or people handling it, the better.
By the time they hit the streets working independently, they really have a solid base in what they're doing, and just really talented group of individuals.
Among them, Sergeant Joe Adams. He started out as a patrol officer in the 3rd Precinct, but his love of technology made him a natural fit for the computer forensics team.
About 2/3 of our work is generated by investigators. So for example, if there's a homicide and there's evidence on the phone, perhaps the suspect called the victim before the victim was killed or something like that, they'll put in a request and we'll retrieve or try to find the evidence.
The rest of the time, the unit is proactively working to combat child pornography possession, distribution, and manufacturing over the internet.
There's always something to learn and something new to do. And I think it's just a very unique way to do police work. When I first became a police officer, like most young officers, I wanted to drive fast and go to the fun calls. But as I get older, I'm less concerned about just solving an issue temporarily, and I'm more concerned about the impact that my work's going to have on the department or on the community.
The job is not for the faint of heart. Those working for the crime lab often have to go to graphic scenes and investigate heinous crimes. But when justice is served, thanks to their help, they say it's all worth it.
And my job is to find that evidence to help solve that crime so I can bring justice to this person's family or these victims or what have you. We're all human, and what we see affects everybody. So the good thing about our crime lab is we are a pretty close-knit group of people here, so we have that ability to talk with each other and work through what we saw, and just know that we're all working towards justice for the victims of these crimes, I think helps.